Hey, hey. Hi, guys. Welcome back. All right, Virgos, let's get into a retrograde message. So, Mercury laps us. It moves faster than Earth, right? So it comes around once every, 3 to 4 times a year because of its orbit. And so I always look at it as what is the thing that might show back up in our space or in our mindset, but bearing in mind we're older and wiser now, right? So how might we see things a little differently at this point? We have a 9 of cups sideways, we've got the 6 of pentacles sideways, and we have the 7 of cups upright. If anything, this actually says whatever's coming back around for Virgo is possibly some confusion or some options, some things that maybe Virgo has to ask themselves, do I still want this? This could be a job opportunity. This could be a business opportunity. This could be somebody Virgo was either working with. Maybe it's time for Virgo to like sign up for something. And they're like, I don't know. Do I want to re-sign up for something? We have an 8 of swords. There's this energy of, I kind of feel stuck. What is it that Virgo is saying? I feel like I've been hampered by something. 5 of cups, 9 of swords. Okay, something that was possibly business related has hampered Virgo's ability to just do things the way they want to. And it could have been like, oh, I thought this was going to be like good for me, good for them. But instead, I realized it's caused me way more stress and even grief. And I've been really stuck on stressing out a lot over something. So it's like Virgo has recognized that there's something really bothering them. 10 of pentacles. This could have a lot to do with money, resources. But it almost feels like Virgo says, I know the way I'd rather do it, and it gives me better resources and gives me, I just want to lean more toward my family or toward people that I really trust instead of like the experts or something. Or I could use people around me that I trust more so than other people that I don't really know who've offered something. So this could be like Virgo could be saying about a career path or something. I was trying to work for someone else, but honestly, I do not see the success here. I'd rather go back and work in the family business or even start a business with family. I would rather do that. It would make way more sense. Knight of Wands. It's even that Virgo is feeling more passionate about trying something different. They don't want to do things that give them grief. And Virgo is realizing that they've had stress and grief over something. Who or what was it that has caused you such stress or grief that you're recognizing now? Oh, 2 of cups. So it's interesting because Virgo is saying the thought of a romantic situation has actually caused me more pain. Someone that I thought I should bond with really well, but maybe we really, sorry guys, maybe we really struggled and I ended up more on my own because it's this 5D connection. I've gotten exhausted and tired of the hurt and the pain of thinking about them. And I really don't know why I keep thinking about somebody who's not really here in my 5D realm. Are they here to help me make life decisions? Are they standing beside me? No, it's all intangible. So Virgo is basically, to put it simply, Virgo's saying, I think I'm about ready to get off the, tilt-a-whirl of a 5D realm where I loved somebody, but they're never here beside me. I'm hearing that song, You're Never Here, You're Never There. But when I call you, baby, you're never there. On the phone, long, long distance, always through such strong resistance. First you say that you're too busy. I wonder if you even miss me. I can't think who sings that song, but I think it's called Never There. Can we see what's going on their side? That person who Virgo has felt like a 5D connection to, how is this retrograde hitting them? Judgment card, Page of Swords in the reverse. They know that they have to make a decision themselves. Old life or new life? Which side do I want to go toward? So they have been like slow walking everything. They've been hiding out. They're wearing like a gas mask over there. King of Pentacles. They may be thinking about, oh my God, what would it be like to be building an empire with Virgo? Queen of Pentacles, High Priestess. I think that they're in a completely different space. So they're thinking like, man, I just want to lock it down with Virgo now. That's what I want. King and Queen of Pentacles. I know Virgo is my person. I want to take this 5D connection into the 3D now. I want to make it real. I want to be every day and night with Virgo. Why were you not already? I'm sorry, I have to ask this. But why in the past were you not there? 7 of Cups. I didn't know. You didn't know what you wanted. You didn't know if you wanted to have a long-term connection with Virgo. King of Wands. Ooh, this isn't great. I didn't know if I was in love with somebody else. And the Hermit. Or is it they knew that they loved Virgo, but they didn't know if they could step into Virgo's life? They wanted Virgo, because that's the Hermit right there. They weren't in love with somebody else. They were in love with Virgo, but maybe they questioned whether or not they could be in Virgo's world. 10 of Cups. They seem to think that the only way for a relationship to work between themselves and Virgo is they would have to leave everything and come into Virgo's castle. And they didn't know, could I do that? And now they're like, yes, I can leave everything and come into Virgo's world. I don't know why this seems so, maybe it's like they know Virgo's not going to be leaving their family. In fact, we see Virgo more committed to their family than ever, as Virgo's saying, I'm done thinking about this soulmate, or this 2 of Cups person rather. I think I want to be with somebody who already fits into my world, somebody who, because I'm not going to be leaving my world. I'm actually getting more invested in my world. I don't want somebody who jumps into my life for a little time but then doesn't stay. I don't want somebody who doesn't understand that, like, this is what I'm developing. I'm developing deep bonds with family business. Everything here says Virgo is putting down deeper roots. And Virgo realizes that's what I want to do, even though it's costing, a supposed 2 of Cups relationship. Virgo's like, that 2 of Cups is never with me anyway. So it's weird though, because it's like this 2 of Cups person always knew that if they were going to be with Virgo, it would be, they would have to step into Virgo's world. Like, I don't know, why did you never think Virgo would have stepped into yours? It's weird because I wonder if their world was toxic. We have 6 of Wands. The only reason I'm asking, did they think that their world was somehow toxic, is because they were wearing that gas mask on the Judgment card. And this is them thinking it would be happy to be with Virgo, but they didn't know if they could be in Virgo's world. They did not know if they could be in Virgo's happy world. But when I say, why did you not think Virgo would come into your world? We have a 6 of Wands. We have a 3 of Pentacles. We have a 4 of Cups. We have a 4 of Wands. It almost seems like they either thought, when I say, why did you not think Virgo would come into your world? They think Virgo is like this shining star that they had access to. But in their own life, they're like, it would be such a huge disappointment for Virgo to see, like, I don't have the same bonds with people that Virgo has. I think Virgo would be very disappointed. It could even be a very closed, tight-knit group, and Virgo will absolutely be ostracized, which is why for me to be with Virgo, I even want to leave behind my closed-knit, tight-knit group, because I'd rather build a bond with Virgo. Look, this character has always wanted to build a bond with Virgo. It made him feel like $1 million that Virgo cared about them. But I feel like their world is very small. There could be, like, maybe there's a religious difference between Virgo and them. And they're like, Virgo's never going to be in my religious world, but I'm actually glad about that, because in truth, it doesn't necessarily suit me either. I know that they wouldn't accept Virgo though, because Virgo doesn't believe the same way. And I know I can't ever get Virgo to believe the same way, but I'm also happy about that. It almost feels like this person felt like they needed to and wanted to get to the point where they could leave their own situation behind, so then they could step into Virgo's world. But there was this question mark about, can I fit into Virgo's world? Like, maybe they know that the world that they've been in, Okay, I'll just say it bluntly. I feel like this person wears two faces. I feel like if they have a strong connection to a small group that have a similar belief system, I feel like they may be shining those people on. I don't think that it's legit. Not if they're looking forward to the day that they can bounce and just go be in a marriage with Virgo and leave behind that supposed small knit group of people. I feel like this is somebody who's been like, I want to escape and be in Virgo's world. But I got to get to the point where I can escape and be in Virgo's world instead, because no way in hell is Virgo coming into mine. Virgo won't even be accepted in mine. And I don't even want to be in mine. Death card sideways, but they took this time to be able to extricate themselves. Why did you have to take time to get yourself out of this? King of Swords. I do wonder if this person was very steeped in tradition, very steeped in rules, regulations, very steeped in this is how my life was. This is the group I was raised around. This is the belief system everybody had. If I walk away from it, it will fracture the group and they will heap upon me the, whoa, how could you walk away from all of us? And I have to be willing to handle that because I have to exit this world in order to be in Virgo's world. I have to walk away from this group, this belief system, because they will not accept Virgo. Why do you think they would not accept Virgo? Can I just ask that? Justice. This is so weird. They're like, because the group I run with isn't fair and balanced. It won't matter what a good person Virgo is if Virgo doesn't toe the line. Maybe they have like an extreme belief system. I mean, this is almost feeling like somebody's in like a, not even a religious belief system, but a cult. Something that feels so judgy, so like you're with us or you're against us. That's not how a belief system should ever be. Honestly, I'm sorry. I'll just say my personal opinion is alarm bells ring like crazy. I don't like groups, period. I don't consider myself a part of any group, and that is by design. I never want to be in groups because then it's like you lose your autonomy. I don't want my voice to ever be something that gets squashed by a group of others. Even if I hold the same opinion, I'll still speak for myself. Thank you very much. And it's because I fear stuff like this. And I really stay away from things where it's like you have to believe this way or else. You have to believe this way and be with our group or you're out. I think just people should be independent and we should all have our nice opinions and we should respect each other. That's it. No groups are necessary. I mean, sure, people naturally form groups if they all happen to like the same, whatever. Like you go to a concert and everybody likes the same band. You can say, well, we're in the group of fans that all like the same music. That's not the same as like there's this belief system. That's just like saying I happen to like chocolate ice cream. That doesn't make me part of a group of chocolate ice cream eaters. And if you don't like it, then you can't be around me. Like, I don't know. I just feel like this person was in some very like judgy and unfair, biased group. But here's the thing, he had split loyalties to that too. I mean, but that's a group I know. And even if I know it's not really right, and I know it's mean that they wouldn't accept my Virgo, I'm going to have to break ties with them. And I will do it to be with Virgo. But they took a long time to get around to this. So long, in fact, that Virgo's at the point where it's like, Virgo says, when have they ever stood beside me? I've been out here by myself. I haven't been with somebody who's been, building with me, the people who have been there for me, my family. So I'm definitely, now here it is like Virgo saying, I'm choosing this group. It's not that, it's that Virgo is putting down roots in a place where they can grow. It's not, there's nothing here that says Virgo, it would not allow them in. It says Virgo was the one who was ostracized and therefore left out in the cold, even by somebody who said that they loved Virgo. But Virgo's wrapped their head around that and said, yeah, that's why I'm letting go of them. So this is two people having a very different impact from this retrograde. Okay, final message here for Virgo. Page of Cups sideways. Virgo's going to have to make a choice between what they already experienced in their past versus what their future will be. There is an incoming apology, and we can see it's coming in from them. Is this coming in soon? We got the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles can be a card where it's like a long time has passed and now suddenly everything happens really quick. We can see it could make Virgo's head spin. It could be Virgo has to really think about stuff. That's a music box, and it's so cute because I have my little zodiac music box here behind me, and I'm just feeling like there's I don't know, like Virgo's head could be like spinning on this because they're going to have to make a decision because they're at this point during this retrograde of saying, yeah, I'm letting go of the concept of that person. That person could be a Libra, could be a Scorpio, could be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. But that King of Swords actually wants to be with Virgo, and they're breaking away from their group in order to be able to choose Virgo. That's what's come full circle for them in this retrograde. I need to be with Virgo. I remember that. I know that. I think for a while they were like, well, the group that I'm with, they're not bad. They're just judgy. But then it's like, no, they're so judgy that I could never be with someone that I love if I stay with this group. I can't do that. I have to be with Virgo. It's going to be a hard sell at this point for Virgo because this person has been nowhere to be seen, and now they're coming back in to Virgo. So in this storyline, it is an ex coming back into Virgo to profess their love. It could happen during the new moon. Virgo's going to be possibly very shocked by this person's return. All right, I'm going to leave this here. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thanks for being patient with me as I've been dealing with some asthma flare. All right, take care. Bye, guys.